Type 2 diabetes doesn't mean you have to feel hungry or deprived. In fact, feeling full and truly satisfied after food can be your secret weapon for managing blood sugar, cravings, and your overall health. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make that happen. We will cover why so many people with type 2 diabetes struggle with hunger, even when eating healthy foods, the science behind fullness or satiety and how it affects your blood glucose, and the mistakes I see people make when going on a diet to reverse their diabetes, practical tweaks you can make to decrease the desire to snack between meals, and my 6-part plan that you can implement straight away. So if you're tired of feeling hungry, battling cravings, or worried you'll fall off the wagon, this video really is for you. I'm Nerys, I'm a GP and founder of the Lifestyle Clinic. I've helped hundreds of people in the UK take control of their blood glucose and their health without endless restrictions or bland, boring meals. So let's get straight to it. And let's start by being honest for a moment. One of the most common reasons I hear for people giving up on eating healthily is simple. It is hunger. That gnawing, distracting, empty feeling that sneaks in not long after a meal quite often, no matter how hard you're trying to do the right thing. So have you ever sat down to a big colourful salad only to feel absolutely starving 20 minutes later? Or maybe you've reached for a bowl of low-fat yogurt thinking you were making a smart choice, but somehow you found yourself raiding the biscuit tin before lunchtime. And what about pasta? Supposedly a healthy low-fat option? You eat a big bowl, feel stuffed, but an hour and a half later, you're eyeing up that chocolate or craving something sweet. Even something like a chicken curry. Have you ever had the experience where you can eat so much you're physically full, you're stuffed, but not so much later on, maybe an hour or so, you start to fancy something sweet? For me, it is a chocolate, and I've certainly been there many times. So if any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, I'd say it's the rule rather than the exception, especially for people trying to decrease their blood glucose. So let's pause and really consider the effect this has on your effort, because hunger, real physical persistent hunger, is one of the biggest reasons people struggle to stick to a healthy eating plan. It's not actually so much about willpower or motivation, it's about biology. When your body is constantly sending out hunger signals, it's almost impossible to ignore them forever. Eventually, you give in. And then comes the guilt, the self-blame, and the feeling that you've failed again. But why does this happen? Why do so many of us feel hungry, even when we're eating foods that are supposed to be good for us? Well, first, let's talk about the advice we've all been given for years. Eat less fat, cut calories, fill up on these healthy carbs, swap butter for low-fat spreads, choose skimmed milk over whole, fill your plate with rice, pasta, potatoes, eat cereal for breakfast because they're low in fat and supposedly good for energy. But here's what's really going on with these foods. When we lower the fat in our diets, we have to replace it with something else. And that something is almost always carbohydrates. Carbs are everywhere, yeah? Bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, cereals, crackers. Of course, fruit are carbs. But the problem is carbohydrates break down into sugar in the body. Some do it really quickly, like white bread or sugary cereals. Others more slowly, but the end result is the same: glucose in the bloodstream. And this is what I call the sugar roller coaster. You eat a meal high in carbs, even if it's low fat, your blood sugar shoots up, your body releases insulin to bring it back down, and before you know it, you're crashing, feeling tired, irritable, and most of all, hungry. So you reach for another snack, maybe a rice cake, a banana, or a healthy cereal bar. Up goes your blood sugar again, and the cycle repeats. Now, this isn't just exhausting, it's actually deeply discouraging. It can feel like you're chained to constant hunger and cravings, no matter how hard you try. I see it every week in clinic. Margaret, for example, came to see me quite recently after months of eating low-fat, calorie-counted meals. Lots of pastas, rice, salads, fat-free dressings, fruit for snacks. But she was always hungry, always thinking about food, and feeling like she just didn't have enough willpower through the day. Her blood glucose was going up, and she was starting to dread her next blood test appointment. But it wasn't her fault. The very advice that she was following was setting up for this endless cycles of ups and downs. And it's not just Margaret. So many people with type 2 diabetes found themselves on this same ride. You try to eat right, but you're left unsatisfied and frustrated. Hunger derails your best intentions, And every time you give in, it chips away at your confidence. But imagine just for a moment what life could be like if you could step off that sugar roller coaster. Imagine if, with just a few tweaks, you could experience effortless weight loss, not because you're depriving yourself, but because you're not hungry all the time. Imagine going 4, 5, even 6 hours between meals without needing to snack, not even thinking about food. Imagine not feeling chained to your next snack, not needing to carry food everywhere you go, not worrying about when the next wave of hunger will hit. And imagine inside your body, when you're not constantly eating or digesting, your body finally gets a chance to burn stored fat for fuel. For many people, that's exactly what's needed to start reversing type 2 diabetes and to lose weight. So let's get curious about what's happening inside your body after you eat. Because if you've ever wondered, why am I hungry again already? The answer is in your biology. So firstly, let's bust a myth. Feeling full isn't just about the volume you eat or how many calories are on your plate. It's also about the signals your body sends to your brain, telling you whether you're truly nourished or still in need of more. There are a few key players when it comes to feeling satisfied after a meal. Firstly, protein. This is the most filling nutrient of all. It slows digestion, keeps blood glucose steady, and tells your brain you've had enough. Fats. Fat doesn't just add flavour. They help you absorb vitamins, support hormones, and keep you satisfied for longer. When you cut fat, you often end up hungrier sooner. Fibre is another one, found in non-starchy veggies, so think broccoli, leafy greens, peppers. Fibre adds bulk and slows down how quickly food leaves your stomach, and it also helps keep your gut healthy. Now, with volume, food with a lot of water and fibre, like salads, soups, can help you feel physically full. But if they're missing protein and fat, that fullness will fade quickly. Now, this is important. Carbohydrates, especially the quick digesting kind, like the ones I've mentioned, white bread, rice, pasta, give you fast bursts of energy, but I'm afraid they don't keep you full for very long. In fact, they can make you hungrier faster because of that sugar roller coaster we talked about earlier. Now, your body releases hormones. You may have heard of leptin or ghrelin that help regulate your appetite. When you eat a meal high in protein and healthy fat, these hormones tell your brain, I'm satisfied. But when you eat mostly carbs, especially without the protein or fat, these hormones don't get switched on in the same way. You feel physically full, but the hormones don't reach your brain and give you that message. And let's not forget, sometimes hunger isn't about food at all. Stress, boredom, habit, or even seeing an advert for a snack can trigger the urge to eat, even if your body doesn't truly need it. And this is completely normal. It's something we've all experienced. Now, if you think back to your last few meals, what did you eat and how long did it keep you full? Did you notice a difference on days you included more protein or when you skipped breakfast and felt ravenous by 11 a.m? So next I'm going to share with you the most common traps people fall into and how to start shifting towards meals that truly satisfy without sending your blood glucose on a wild ride. So the first trap is the virtuous trap, the virtuous salad that leaves you starving. Ever made a salad with just lettuce, cucumber, tomatoes, feeling proud, but to be starving an hour later? Well, the solution is to add protein. Chicken, eggs, beans, healthy fat, think olive oil, avocado, sprinkle of seeds. Suddenly that salad is a meal that will keep you full for more hours, not just a few. It's because you've added protein and fat. So the second trap is low fat everything. So we've all done it. Yeah, you've swapped full fat yogurt for low fat, bought fat-free dressings, avoided creamy foods, but you will be still hungry and craving snacks. The solution is to bring back the fat. So full fat yogurt, olive oil, nuts. They will help you feel satisfied and less likely to reach for the biscuit tin later. Does it sound wrong? Yes, many of us fear fat, but please take a look at other videos I've done if you want to understand more on that topic. And the third trap, carb-heavy meals that don't last. So that big bowl of pasta or rice fills you up, but not for long. And for many of us, myself included, usually within quite soon afterwards actually, but definitely within 2 hours, you'll be hunting for something sweet. So instead of making the carbs the main event, try building your meal around protein and vegetables with a smaller portion of starchy food if you want it. You will find your energy and fullness will last much longer. And the fourth trap, mistaking thirst, boredom or emotions for hunger. This is when you feel peckish but maybe you're just tired, stressed, or thirsty. And the solution here is to pause for a moment before eating. Ask yourself, am I actually hungry or do I need something else? Sometimes a glass of water or a quick walk to distract is all you need. And the fifth trap, the snack attack cycle. These are the people that are constantly grazing, never really feeling full. The solution here is to focus on making your main meals more satisfying. Enough protein, healthy fats, and fibre so you can go longer without needing to snack. Many people in my clinic find they go easily 4, 5, 6 hours between meals once that balance is right. So, to help you along the way, here's a 6-part action plan to get you on the right track. Number 1, make protein the main event. Don't just sprinkle a little protein on the side, build your meal around it. Eggs for breakfast, chicken or fish for lunch, Greek yogurt or tofu for a snack. Protein is your secret weapon for lasting fullness. Secondly, embrace those healthy fats. Forget the old fear of fat. Add the olive oil, avocado, handful of nuts, full fat yogurt, because they will keep you satisfied and keep your energy steady. Number 3, fill half your plate with colourful vegetables. Think abundance, not restriction. Load up on peppers, leafy greens, broccoli, mushrooms, because they add in fibre, volume, nutrients, so you feel full without sending your blood glucose soaring. Number 4, eat mindfully and slow down and listen. The longer you take to eat a meal, the better. Notice the taste, texture. Are you truly hungry? Are you eating out of habit? Give yourself permission to slow down. And number 5, hydrate first. Before you reach for a snack, have a glass of water. Sometimes our body sends thirst signals that feel just like hunger. So staying hydrated helps you tune into real hunger cues. And number 6, plan satisfying snacks. If you do get hungry between meals, choose a snack that combine protein and healthy fats. Boiled egg, slice of cheese, handful of nuts. They honestly will keep you full and help prevent those energy crashes mid-afternoon. Now remember, we've covered a lot. You don't have to do all of those things at once and be perfect. Every small change you make is a step towards feeling fuller, more satisfied, and more in control of your health. It's never about perfection. It's about progress and giving yourself the chance to feel good in your own body again. And if you'd like some extra support, I've created a free 12-page blood sugar mastery guide. It's packed with practical tips, simple strategies to help you get started. You'll find the link in the description below this video. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this video resonates, please subscribe and share it with somebody who might need a little encouragement today. And I shall see you in the next video.